Let's not make another earring mistake again. Hello, my name is Kailee Wesley, and welcome to my channel. Alright, so today is supposed to technically be look number 8, but I feel like I have to get this off my chest, so I'm actually filming look 9 today. So, look 8 I will make tomorrow. But, since there's not necessarily enough content for one video, I thought I would be helpful in giving you guys my own personal review on the palette. So as I go, I'll just say what I think about the palette, and let's just have a conversation while I'm getting ready today. So I'm going in with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer, anti-aging. I say this every time. Okay, so the first and foremost biggest thing I've seen of this palette is the purple. Just, if you do not have a wet base, the purple just gets everywhere. And which is good, that means it's pigmented, but at the same time I don't necessarily want my purple eyeshadow going everywhere. So you have to have a wet base so the pigment just sticks, and also you can't necessarily just windshield wiper or do a little circular motion on this. You kind of have to do pat and swish, if that makes any sense. I am terrible at describing things. You will definitely see that throughout my entire YouTube. I just want to experiment, okay, because I am genuinely sick of this palette. I've used it so many times. I didn't like my first couple looks. I did not upload those videos, so technically instead of thus far 8 times, I've actually technically used it maybe 12 times. I found a way to work it, which is great, but at the same time, I wish I knew about it earlier. You know, I didn't watch a lot of people's reviews on this, like I should have. Okay, today we are experimenting. This has 3 mattes. Yes, these 3. They're great for what they're used for, but for me, I would rather have 4 or 5 mattes so I can switch up colors and make it look like different intricate looks. Like say this one, if this one was technically a matte, which I did use it yesterday as a matte, but if this was like, this is almost a shimmer or a shimmery matte. I don't know how to describe shadows, but that's what I see as a shimmery matte. While these are just matte. I think I got some shadow on my finger. Okay, and then these 5 are shimmer. 5. Great, different eye looks, but like I said, I would rather prefer you do 5 mattes instead of 5 shimmers. So I kind of want it to switch. I want 5 shimmers and 4... I'm sorry, I kind of want it to switch. I want 5 mattes and 4 shimmers. I guess I'm just picky. Alright, so I'm going to go into I just want to experiment today. Let's do... My favorite is Halo Eye, so that's just my favorite. So we are going into the darkest shade, putting it on the outer corner and also the almost, not inner corner, but almost inner corner. Okay, and I am just patting that in. I did a little swish there and I messed it up already. It's okay. So I go ahead and pat it on the outside and the inside. And then I go along my crease as my eye is open. So I do this while my eye is open because I have a semi-hooded lid. I have they're both semi-hooded, so. So when you first dip into these shadows, they're not very pigmented. They're pigmented in the sense that the purple gets everywhere, but they're not pigmented in the fact that when you dip in, it can only reach so far when there is a sticky base, if that makes any sense. I hope this video is making sense because I try my best to make sense, but I truly don't know how to describe things to people, so that's always been my problem. Or not necessarily my problem, but I've never been good at it. Alright, so I will be taking a fluffy brush into the lighter shade. So what I'm doing is trying to blend out that first shade. So I need to blend this out a little bit. I'm not taking any extra product on this brush. So I cleaned up the edges of my eyeshadow, almost made it into a wing. And tap in the concealer. Hopefully it won't crease on me today because gotta go to school with this crazy look, but that's okay. I basically expect people to look at me crazy now, so I don't care. But I'm going into this top right shade on that same first brush. And I am deepening up this halo eye. Ooh, so looking at this palette now reminds me of the shimmer shadows. I have found ColourPop dupes, and no offense to Huda Beauty, but ColourPop just does it better. Sorry, it's true. But if you want to see that, actually, how do you guys feel about me using a ColourPop shadow today on look number 9 versus one of these? Because I am absolutely sick of this palette and I want to change it. I think I will do that, put a ColourPop shadow on instead. Alright, so problem. All of the purple ColourPop Super Shock shadows that I have are dupes of these. So instead, I'm actually going to be using a pink, so I can technically be in my 28 days of pink, red, and purple. That's what I'm going to do. So I found this shade called Slave to Pink. And it is so pretty. It feels like pink on pink on pink with a little bit of purple. Does that make sense? So I'm going to be spraying down my flat shader brush. Doesn't that look like a joyful color? So pretty. Oh my, when you do it with your finger, it's just that much better. Ooh. Maybe I should have put down glitter glue. Oh well. That's so pretty with this look. And every time you just build it, it just looks that much better every time. I love this color. Love it. I'll go in with this color. Alright, and now I will be taking that darker color as well and going along the entire lash line. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. And then, inner corner highlight. Yes! I want to go ahead for my inner corner highlight and take a bone white shade. I'm going to go into this Sonia Kashuk palette for the top left shade, just for that white. For the inner corner highlight, I don't necessarily want it to be a sparkly shade to take away from that ColourPop shade, so I would rather go in with something that makes you pay more attention to my eyes, yes, but doesn't draw away from the beauty of what's going on my eyes. So for my lips today, I really like the palette with cool toned lips, but since I have a pop of warm, or it's cool toned, I guess, still, I don't know. So for lip today, I think I'm going to be taking this Kat Von D bow and arrow that we got in BoxyCharm, something. We're gonna see if this looks good. I like this for a cool toned natural look. Do I like it? It's growing on me, but I'm not quite sure yet. Okay, so I think I'm feeling the look, but I do want to do something extra to my eyes, and I'm going to be adding the Urban Decay Heavy Metal in the shade Grind. I'm just going to be putting that. I'm so excited. I knew this was going to be a good idea. Ooh, and that just made it sparkle, you know? That's what I needed in my life today. A little bit of sparkle, a little bit of sunshine, which here in Texas, we don't have sunshine today. Oh, see? Oh, this is life right here. This is the perfect look. This is what I could bring to you every single eyeshadow look that I do. But since I feel almost obligated to use this every time and nothing else, I don't know what to do. I would love to add ColourPop shadows to be like, yes, this is the look. This is what I want to bring you. These are my 9 eyeshadow looks that I'm really proud of. But I couldn't find a lot of them that I was really, really proud of, like I am of this. Like this one, I am stoked. I want to go out right now. Like, my husband needs to take me on a date because I look so dang good. But I didn't oftentimes feel that with this. So if I get another palette one day that I have to do 9 looks of, do I maybe feel the same way? I guess I would have to, right? Unless I was able to start adding stuff into my eyeshadow looks, but I don't want to force people to buy something because I don't think let me be 100% real with you right now. It's my Pleasure palette that looks almost like this from ColourPop. If you like the shadows this way, heck yes, go for the ColourPop one. But if you want to support Huda Beauty, you've never had an eyeshadow palette, get it. You know, to each their own, I guess. I'm sorry if this video sounds like I'm being a negative Nancy, and I'm sorry if it feels that way. I don't want it to. I'm generally just a happy-go-lucky, chatty Cathy, can't get me to shut up kind of lady. But I felt some type of way with this palette, you know, and I want to give you guys the best possible eyeshadow palette that you can get. And if I can tell you to possibly steer clear away from this one and go get the ColourPop one, I am here for you to do that. And I want the best for you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is me leaving before, let's just say, ending on a high note, and I will see you guys later. Bye.